Hey everybody, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through a brief run through of how to clock in, clock out, and go through your work orders and search for your work orders as an installer or an installer helper. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to download the FieldEdge app from the App Store or the Google Play Store, and once it's downloaded and installed, you can go ahead and click that. It's a little green box that says FieldEdge. Go ahead and open that up and enter your email address and your password that was emailed to you, and it will open up the database. Now, the first time that you enter this stuff, it's got to sync with the server, and it does take a little bit of time to download the first time. After that, it won't sign you out unless you physically sign out, and you can just open it up, and the synchronization process is a lot shorter. And now that everything's synchronized, it's going to pull up schedule. And as you see, it says you have no work orders currently scheduled, and that's because they're all set in the future. So the first thing you're going to do when you get to the shop in the morning is you're going to go ahead and go down on the bottom right hand side. You see there's a little gray clock. You want to hit that button, and when you hit that, it will turn green, signaling that you are clocked in. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the work orders section, and all you need to do is click on work orders, and it will pull up this. On the bottom left side, you see a little icon that says current. Click that, and it will pull up an option menu and choose all. This will show you all of your work orders that are assigned, all the jobs that are assigned to you, past, present, and future. This is going to be important as you'll be able to see everything and you'll be able to select anything that you need to go to. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to select whatever work order you're going to for the day. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and select James and Julie Baker, and we're going to select that job, and it's going to ask us, do we want to mark the status to traveling? So we're going to hit yes. And you will see all the history. If there is any history for jobs, there won't be much, but you can look through everything, see the address, where you're going, and who the project manager is if you have any questions. And that will turn from a green clock to a blue truck. When you get to the job after you travel, you click that blue truck and you mark it to working. Now, most of the time you will be at a job for multiple hours and possibly through lunch. So if you want to stop to go to lunch, what you need to do is you need to click the 3 menu bar at the top. And when you click that 3-bar menu, it'll open up and you can just hit clock out. Once you clock out, you will see it goes back to gray and you can go to lunch. When you get back from lunch, you'll still be in the work order, and you can simply just click working again once you get back to the job site. This will automatically clock you in, and I will show you here. You can see it's clocked back in. So again, like I said, you don't need to worry about clocking back in from lunch. Once you mark the status to working, it will clock you in automatically. Now let's say that you are at a job and you need to go to a different job for that day. All you need to do is come here and click on work orders, and you can see we're still working at James and Julie Baker, but now Howard needs you to go do something at Charles Walton on Shipwatch Drive. So we're going to go ahead and select Charles Walton on Shipwatch Drive, and it's going to ask us if we want to mark it to traveling. We're going to go ahead and hit yes if we're headed there, and it will change it to traveling. And it's at the same time, it will log us out, or it will mark us pending back on the previous. So you can click this once you get there, and you can click working. Now, if this is a short job and you only need to go do something and you're completely finished and you won't have to return, and the job is 100% complete, you can click the purple wrench and mark it complete. You only want to mark a job complete if it is finished in its entirety. For any new construction job or anything like that, never mark it complete as it will be continually ongoing. Once you mark the job complete, you can see it is no longer in our work order list. This is why it's important to only mark a job complete if it is actually a complete job. For instance, you're going to install a dehumidifier and you're finished, or you're doing a change out. These are things you can mark complete. New construction, do not mark complete, as you will not be able to get to the work order again without the office having to manually submit that again. So once we have finished that, we need to go back to James and Julie Baker, and you can see that it is pending again. You can just mark that again, hit traveling to yes, and you can see we're traveling. Now, once we get there, after driving for 10 to 15 minutes, however long it takes you to get there, you can go ahead and mark that to working again. Now, at the end of the day, we are done with the job, but we obviously need to go back tomorrow. And so we're going to go ahead and hit that purple wrench, and we're just going to hit pending again. Now, once we hit pending, we are done with that. You'll see it changes to a green clock. Now, then you need to drive to the shop, and once you get to the shop and you are finished, you can click the 3 menu bar and you can hit clock out.